I just saw this. It says Twitch is over.
Okay, so
So we're
Adin
gonna check
Ross
this
said
out.
this.
Adin Ross, what? Announce he would now be streaming over on Kick. Okay.
I'll still stream on Twitch if that's what you guys want. But what I will say is this. I'm going to Kick this week.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing Omegle, watching live sports,
Omegle.
watching movies, prank phone calls,
Okay.
doing unlimited. We can literally watch porn together. I could jerk off with you. No, I'm still celibate. But if I wanted to, we can do whatever the fuck we want. There's no terms of service over there. You guys can say whatever you want.
There are terms of service.
I'm about to say, how is that site
Nobody
still
get
up?
fucking banned. If you love people and I don't, no, fuck that. If you believe some shit and you want to type that shit, say what the fuck you want. I'll still stream on.
What a crazy take. Okay.
Twitch.
Yeah,
right, Adin.
so Aiden's moving over to Kick. He's going to stream on Kick. I mean, like, let's say this, right? He's getting banned. Watch. Well, I mean, if they ban Aiden, the problem is
banned
that
for saying
here's
that?
the thing: is if they ban Adin Ross, a lot of other people in his community, like, obviously it doesn't. It's not like Kai is going to immediately go over there or something like that. But if they ban enough of those people, that whole community, they'll lose that whole community, and they'll just all move over to
They'll
Kick.
move over there anyway.
So like Twitch knows that. And like, to be honest, the W community is probably the best thing that happened to Twitch in the last 2 years.
Bet.
Besides COVID. COVID was also very good for Twitch. But since COVID, the W community was the best thing that could have happened. The reason why is it brings in a completely new audience. It totally changes the demographics of the platform. It makes it to where advertising towards younger people is much more effective and efficient. It totally helps Twitch in a massive way because it actually grows their viewer base in a way that they didn't have before.
That's 100% true because Asmongold is, the Pog and Omega Lol type of community, right? I feel like, Asmongold, Ludwig, and all these other big popular streamers like them, they're not necessarily older, but they bring a more mature type of personality. Even though, Asmongold says crazy stuff like, oh, I didn't wash my hands, I got a clean dick. Even though they say crazy stuff like that, they look older, they got the beard and stuff like that. And you could obviously like look at someone like Kai and be like, oh yeah, he's young. He's young, energetic. You look at Speed, he's young, he's energetic. You look at Adin Ross, he's young, he's energetic. You look at I'm Dante, he's not really young, but he's still young. He's actually older than a lot of people. I think he's like 28, something like that. A lot of people will say, damn, 28, you old. But he also brings a young, energetic type of energy. And that's definitely the opposite of not really the opposite, but it's different from what Asmongold or Ludwig or XQC brings to the streaming table. They bring a more different type of energy.
Not Twitch Kick, maybe not banned, but Train will have to tell him to behave. Oh yeah, for sure. And this is the thing, right? So I saw Adin Ross was obviously like streaming the Super Bowl and doing all kinds of other stuff.
The Super Bowl.
The W community. The W community. So this is like a term that's just like referred to. It means like
edgy kids,
Bruce,
Zoomers,
Kai,
morons.
Aiden.
You read the chat. Zoomer lingo, kids, black. Well, black is accurate. I'll say that.
Your age.
Wouldn't say Zoomers, but yeah. Edgy
Who am I
kids
thinking of
wouldn't
besides
say,
that?
I'm Dante.
Speed, yeah,
Bruce,
Speed.
drop
Well,
him
Speed's
off.
not on Twitch. Speed's banned.
You had Bruce with you. Bruce, drop him off.
Sneeko, I don't know. I think Sneeko's doing his own thing, kind of.
Gideon, yeah.
Phantom? I don't know who Phantom
yeah.
is. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Duke Dennis.
So
Agent
loud
Zero.
equals funny? There's plenty of people in our community who thinks loud equals funny,
I'm
too.
Dante.
They don't
There
have
we
a
go.
monopoly on that.
Exactly.
But anyway.
Fucking XQC is loud equals funny. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So that's basically what the W community is. So these
Duke
are
Dennis.
people
There you
that
go.
are-
I'm loving the chat now. Tyler. No, Tyler 1 is more the Omega Lol.
in general,
Yeah, Tyler
like
one
an
is
actual younger
loud
audience.
equals
Because
funny.
you've got to keep in mind, right? A lot of the people that
Tech
started
tone.
on Twitch whenever they were the same age as the W community, that was 10 years ago. So now they're, 27. Now they're 31. They're thinking about like buying a mortgage. So you have like all these new 16-year-olds, new 17-year-olds that are coming in, and like they're not going to be able to relate to somebody who's like 28 years old, and they're
Not
worried
necessarily
about
true.
like a car payment, or they're worried about like a mortgage, or they're going to have a kid. They want to see somebody and watch somebody who's their own age. So that's why obviously like Kai, your age, and I don't know how old your age is, but I know like obviously Kai, Aiden, and Bruce, they're young guys. And that's what they appeal to, is more young guys. So that's what the W community kind of is. And they're, more into like sports and just like the traditional, everyday things that average American people are into, not necessarily like video game memes, 4chan, etc. So that's kind of what the W community is, just for anybody who doesn't really know that, isn't familiar with it, etc.
Normie Zoomers. Right here in Nair VT. Normie Zoomers, I think, would be
basically normies. I like them a lot. I think
Normie
they're great.
Zoomers.
So I don't have anything bad to say about them whatsoever. At least not as a community. Obviously, people make mistakes, but that's not the community. That's the people. So anyway, at a certain point, if Twitch bans all of the W community, they will just simply go somewhere else.
Yeah, they don't just disappear.
That's just what's going to happen.
Well, they disappear from the platform.
And if Twitch bans Adin and or Kai, because Adin and Kai are the two biggest viewership drivers to the website or to that community, then other people will go where they go,
or they'll
because
take their place.
The viewership will trickle down and affect those people. It's kind of like building an ecosystem. Is that if these people who are the people that bring viewers to the website go somewhere else, then everybody else will follow them inside of that small community. If they leave, it doesn't matter. You think it doesn't matter?
Oh, no, it matters. You're
crazy, man.
Yeah, exactly. You're crazy if you think it doesn't matter.
What's your take on rumors of Twitch merging with Amazon delivery? Yeah, it totally matters. Yeah, this is like millions of people leaving the platform to a competitor. And not only... Kick has a massive competitive advantage against Twitch. And do you want to know what that is? It's that Kick doesn't have a bunch of ads. You don't have to sit through and watch a bunch of ads. You can just go to the website, click on a stream, and watch the stream.
See, I never even noticed how bad the Twitch ads are. You hear about how bad they are and how much they suck, but, I paid for Twitch Turbo, which is cheaper than Twitch Premium, or whatever the hell they got. So I never saw ads, ever. Whenever a streamer would click the ad button, I didn't see it. Twitch Turbo, 100%. So I don't even know how bad it is.
Yet? No, it doesn't. And everything is yet. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, why is that? And right now they don't. Yeah, exactly. Isn't the content the ad? Well, I'm saying compared to Twitch. Ninja left Twitch and made it successfully. Ninja's channel was already dying. I mean, that's really the truth.
Ninja was based off only gaming, and it was only one game that made him really popular, Fortnite. And when other people came and took the Fortnite spot, of course Ninja is going to start dying off. He's not the only one anymore. He's not the biggest guy anymore. Kai, Adin Ross, I'm Dante, Bruce Drop 'em Off, Gideon, Duke Dennis, all of them aren't driven off a video game. They're driven off their personality. Their personality is what drove viewership to them. So if they leave the site, it's not just, oh, someone's not playing Fortnite anymore. I guess more Fortnite streamers get views. It's like just chatting in a whole personality section, a whole group, a whole ecosystem, like Asmon said, is now leaving. It's not the same thing. You can't compare Ninja to Adin Ross. It's not even the same type of streamer.
You look at Ninja's growth, look, I'll pull it up real quick.
Twitch tracker.
Look at this. Ninja
Gaiden.
Look. See, this is before he left. His channel was dying.
I love every time Asmongold drinks something, he goes, Pay attention to it. Every time he drinks something, he goes,
I understand some people might want to come in and, have their, their take about how, how I'm actually wrong about this and try to bring up some counterpoint or whatever. Please educate yourself before you do so. Don't just come up with the first thing that comes to mind that sounds good, that makes you, this is like, oh yeah, I'm going to be able to get him in this too.
Gotcha, Andes is what he calls
So just please try to think things through a little bit more. So yeah, anyway.
So that's the news.
Michelle died because he went from being Ninja, trash talking, playing games, to his corporate clean cut, no swearing gamer. It was a huge shame. No, he didn't.
It's
because
not
he was.
that. He
This
was
is
already
what made
bleeding.
him. Like, you are so crazy. This is why
The corporate drove him. The corporate is what got him the Drake. That sponsorship with that playtime with famous rappers and streamers and Travis Scott and all of those. It was because he was a clean cut image. The record labels were like, let's work with this guy. He doesn't say anything crazy. He doesn't do anything crazy. He moderates his chat. Looks like a good guy. And he's growing significantly. Look at his views. That's how that works. It's not that, oh, he's crazy, swearing all the time, and now he's getting a lot of views because he's authentic, right?
he got super popular.
That's not how that works.
He got super popular because he was very clean cut. He got super popular because he was actually like a really, you know, a really like family friendly person. Like, this is whenever he wasn't doing that. And then whenever his audience got bigger, he did that.
Yep.
It doesn't make any sense.
Excuse me. He also started streaming less. Our streams.
Exactly. Got banned for his chat because the moderator got offended that I was writing long paragraphs. Well, I don't know what it is.
What? Somebody
You
complaining?
keep saying the same thing over and over. What the fuck? Well, the reason why is because people are programmed to think something, and the current programming, or the programming is more important than the reality. Even whenever they're confronted with a graph that directly disproves somebody's opinion, they will come up with a reason why that's not true.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And so, yeah, the NPCs, basically. Well, anyway, let me get back to Kick. I'm completely going off on a tangent. Ninja doesn't really matter. The point is that, and this is also what I said before, is that the W community, what did I say? Why did I say that Mixer was not successful? I said Mixer was not successful because Mixer was not able to bring over an ecosystem. The W community is a much smaller ecosystem. So it would be a lot easier to bring viewers over from the W community than bring viewers over from the holistic Twitch ecosystem. You see what I'm saying?
And a lot of people like Ninja because he was good at the game. Do they like him so much that they're willing to leave the whole website to go watch him play the same game? I think they'd rather just watch somebody else that's equally as good. And at that time, more good Fortnite players were showing up. More Fortnite content creators were just showing up, showing off their skill. So it's not the same. Personality versus the game.
Let's see here. And more info. And I actually responded to this. I'm excited to see how it plays out. Honestly, hoping Kick does well. It's better for both streamers and viewers for there to be more competition in the live streaming space.
100%.
So there's a few posts. I think there was one on live stream fail about this. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
And
he's trying too hard to emulate Andrew Tate.
Okay. Where is it?
You see all this stuff, Andrew Tate, XQC. You won't see the W community really go on here. I hear about LSF all the time. I never, ever thought to go look at it.
Okay, so there's that. I think I already watched that.
You see that? Somebody banned Omega Lol.
Give me a second. I'm trying to find this.
X goes to strip club.
Oh, yeah, there it is. So they're trying to get Kai to leave and go to Kick as well.
Maybe.
All right, yeah, these are the three clips.
Why he would do it though?
Permanently full-time going there.
Okay, so we'll watch all three of them. We'll go through it all the way.
All right, let's go.
So what's Twitch willing to do to make sure people don't leave? Sacrifice their integrity somehow?
What integrity?
Yes, absolutely. Many of the W streamers have blatantly broke the TOS in the most obvious way, intentionally and repeatedly.
Yeah.
And Twitch has done nothing about it. Because Twitch doesn't want to lose the community. Twitch cares about integrity until integrity costs more than money.
Yeah, exactly.
Then they care about money. Just like every other company. Don't let them fool you.
Gotta play the game.
Let's
Sometimes
see here.
You don't play it clean.
We'll watch the three of these. What the fuck? Just because the TOS is absurd doesn't mean integrity is at stake? That's bullshit? It absolutely is, and I'll explain why. So if you have a rule and you're applying the rule to one person, but you don't apply the rule to another person,
which happens all the time,
then it calls into question your integrity.
Happens all the time.
This isn't rocket science. We're not trying to fly to Mars here, okay?
Yeah.
It's very simple common sense logic. Here we go.
I'm not permanently full-time going there. I want to feel it out, and I want to make sure my community fucks with it too. So I'll still stream on Twitch if that's what you guys want. But what I will say is this. I'm going to Kick this week. I'm going to be doing Omegle, watching live sports.
I'll just go through all three of them.
Watching movies.
We saw
prank phone calls. Doing unlimited. We can literally watch porn together. I can jerk off with you. No, I'm still celibate. But if I wanted to, we can do whatever the fuck we want. There's no terms of service over there.
So, yeah, there is terms of service, but for him to be able to watch movies and stuff like that fully on Kick is going to get a lot of knocks at the door like, hey, your guy's watching a lot of our stuff for free and showing people for free. Yeah, you want to take this this handy dandy lawsuit?
You guys can say whatever you want about chat. Nobody can get fucking banned. If you listen, I'm not permanently full-time going.
Bro, the people, they're loving this. They're absolutely fucking loving this. They are so happy. Look at this.
Stream only
Top
fans.
G. Aiden, we love you. Oh shit. Did you manage to visit Andrew? It's the Roth. Oh, it's he clearly look. Some of the people on Twitch can't really spell it. He clearly means it's the Rothschilds, right? But it's the Rothschilds. Yeah, that's what he meant to say.
The Rothschilds.
Prank phone calls. Doing unlimited.
They're loving it. Now, obviously, like this is just one person spamming.
We can literally watch porn together. I can jerk off with you. No, I'm still celibate.
But all I'm really trying to get at here is that, like, if you look at the community reception to his announcement, it is pretty much universally positive. People are very positive about this.
Except for this one
with
guy.
Aiden moving over. Let's take a look at this one. If elected president, I'll put Kool-Aid in the water fountains. Yeah, there you go. All right, here's another one. Illegal stuff, let's go. Bro, what do you think? A 15-year-old cares about what's legal or illegal? They don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like, how many of you guys watched bum fights whenever you were a kid?
Bum fights? I ain't never seen that.
Me? Okay. There you go.
Bum fights?
You probably don't watch it anymore, but you did back then?
Never seen it. Sounds like a whole
Bum
different
fights
age
is
of
1,000 times worse than prank phone calls or jerking off on camera. It's like 1,000 times worse.
Yeah,
so
what is
we're in
bum
no
fights?
position to
That's
criticize
me.
the new generation here. We can admit, yes, it is wrong, but let's not pretend like this is. Let's not pretend like we don't know where this is coming from. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can say, yes, this is a bad thing. It's wrong. You shouldn't do it.
But they'll do it
let's
anyway.
Let's not pretend like, oh, wow, oh, the humanity, I can't believe this. Here we go.
Adin Ross offline.
Collaboration with Speed Gideon.
Collaboration with Speed and Gideon.
Live sports, your whole community follows.
Live sports, my whole community follows. I stream the NBA.
And he's talking to Kai.
Kai.
This
Okay,
is
never mind. I thought it was
Aiden
Phantom.
trying to convince Kai to move over to Twitch.
Streaming with Speed is so fun.
NBA, NFL, whatever you want live.
Oh, sorry, I'll move over to Kick.
Movie night.
Movie night.
Movies. You can watch Avengers, Rush Hour, all that stuff. Omegle.
Omegle, like I could troll.
On Omegle.
It's going to be interesting.
Prank phone calls.
Interesting time.
So I could prank people.
You could literally call up if you wanted, like a random person restaurant, be like, hey, like, I'm on the toilet right now, taking a shit, like, come clean it up. Or just that was ass.
Fuck on free.
If you wanted to, Kai, you could have bitches with their titties out. Now I don't condone that. It's haram. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I don't condone that.
But you can do whatever the fuck you want. Yes. I saw you chilling with that one girl, Violet.
Like, if I had the host, like, you know how I usually have the host? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's trying to get him in there. And so, yeah, I wouldn't think they could stream movies for very long. So what do you think about the W stuff moving away? Isn't it a net positive for you as you move over as an established streamer? Oh, I don't really give a shit. I think a lot of the Kai viewers and Adin viewers, it's not like, you know, after Adin Ross goes online, they want to tune in to a nice, cozy Zach Rar stream where I'm farming a pair of transmog boots that are older than they are. I'm sorry, but like I'm not going to get a lot of overflow viewers from this. It's just not going to happen.
Sometimes I tune into a Zach Ross stream. Sometimes I turn into a Kai stream. It just depends on the mood.
It's not. And look, that's just how it is. That's life.
Yeah.
Copyright, isn't copyright an issue? I have no idea.
It's not an issue
I
until
feel
it
like
is.
It is, yeah. It's crazy that like
it's not
they're just
until
letting
it
them
is.
do that. It's
Until
absolutely
it is.
insane. Because they've been streaming. Well, let me go and finish this one here, okay? And then I'll talk about it. I just want to go through the clips before we can, start actual commentary on this.
Told me, they said, yo, like, you got to stop saying crazy shit, controversial. Like, it's just
this is Adin Ross
Twitch.
talking about what Twitch told him.
Stop talking about
Adin Ross is talking
issues.
about a conversation that he had with Twitch.
That is absolutely terrible that Twitch has the message there. I guess contract employees saying, "Hey, don't talk about certain stuff." I wouldn't like that.
Me though.
I like talking
back
about
when I was reading these comments. Back when I used to push and like force these certain jokes, y'all were cool with it. But now I'm like kind of pushing this other shit, and motherfuckers want to find a way to take it down. And it's facts, bro. It's facts. Like I'm really trying to become a better version of myself and show everyone that like it's possible to fucking be the best version of yourselves. I love all of you. I want everyone to be a fucking a boss in this world and get rich as fuck. And
has Adin really changed? I don't know. I don't watch Adin like that. I just remember he would say sus jokes, and I remember he got pressed for it, and then he hasn't said sus jokes since. But I don't know if he's changing for the better. People keep saying he's hanging out with Andrew Tate too much. I don't know. Is he turned into another Sneeko? Because Sneeko's downfall was really bad. Like, I really enjoyed Sneeko's content, and then he fell off the deep end, started doing crazy stuff. So is Adin Ross headed down that same path, or is he just doing something different? Is he really trying to be positive?
And accomplish everything and conquer everything?
Because I don't know.
And I've been really, really just trying to.
True. Whenever Adin said he thought the average salary was $100,000 a year, what he really meant to say was that he wishes the average salary was $100,000 a year. W's for Adin, boys. So true.
Put that shit into everyone's brains.
That'd be fire.
And motherfuckers are still trying to find ways to bring me down.
That'd be fire.
And that's cool, because when you speak the truth, that's when you're, when you speak real shit, that's when like you're a target. It's true.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get to that corny fucking side of things. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Point is this.
I mean, that's
I'm
true,
at
though.
risk.
If you do talk real shit, you do get targeted. If you talk about geopolitical issues, yeah, you get targeted. Of course.
But they told me
I'm at risk, yes. I can see why. I'm in danger. So yeah, basically this isn't really a surprise to anybody. Basically, what I think is gonna happen is that Kick is going to have to go through some sort of, and this is, I'm not really sure what's going to happen in this regard, because obviously, like, Kick is, I'm pretty sure it's sponsored or bankrolled by Stake, and Stake is a massively powerful company. They have billions of dollars.
They got Drake.
How are you going to sue this company that is in some random country? What if you can't sue them? Are you going to sue the streamers? Is that possible? What is it? I'm not really sure. So what I think is probably going to happen, and this is what the outcome is going to be, is that I actually don't think that Kick is going to stop people from streaming copyrighted content, because not even Twitch does that. And I think that ultimately companies will probably start, suing certain streamers if they're rebroadcasting something like the Super Bowl or something like that, because there's really no reason for Kick to adhere to DMCA.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them to do that, because they're not beholden to U.S. law.
So why would they?
It doesn't matter what the U.S. law is.
Makes
it could be
sense.
anything. It doesn't make a difference. As long as they can't get sued or arrested for it, it's all irrelevant.
And as long as the company isn't endorsing something or taking, it just isn't found out taking their private information and doing something with it, like the whole TikTok situation, then the government won't step in. If the government doesn't step in, then nothing will happen.
I can paint a picture of Congress banning it, then you need to use a VPN. You think Congress is going to go out of their way to ban?
There needs to be a reason
to ban this, but not other websites.
There needs to be a reason.
There are 100 more websites that are more harmful and dangerous than Kick, and none of them are banned. That's just not going to happen. I mean, and one big reason why is because that would require Congress to understand how the internet works.
And they're old.
So that's done. That's not going to happen. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, there it is. Yeah, isn't Kicked owned by Trainwrecks? Train says he doesn't own it. I have no idea. So yeah, websites that stream pirated stuff get taken down daily. They do, but not whenever they have a massive website like Stake behind them. I think that Stake can obviously tie up these lawsuits for a long period of time. And you have to remember that Stake views Kick as being Stake, and this is all predicated on the assumption that Kick is owned by Stake. So all of this, Kick is a loss leader for them. Because it doesn't really matter whether Kick is successful or not to the people that own it. All that matters is that Kick, if it works as a pipeline into gambling. Gambling on their website.
True.
So as long as that happens, that's the only thing that really matters. And they can just make the money back.
Sheesh, that's so dark and evil.
Something about U.S. law. It's the fact the U.S. government could freeze any cash connected to Kick. It's like the U.S. sanctions countries and secondary sanctioning to remove countries connected to the U.S. financial system.
Yes. Could they do this? Could the government do that? Could the government put sanctions on it? Yes. But why would they? Why would they go out their way to stop people from watching this site? Because they're stealing movies? You know how many lobbyists would have to actually go there and say, hey, these guys are watching our Warner Brothers, whatever, this and that. That'd be the only way this ever comes up. And is it really that big of a deal? I don't know.
Bro, there are a million websites in like China and Russia, like all of these countries. They're not going to sanction a country because the country is streaming copyrighted stuff. It's just not going to happen. Like, sanctions like this happen whenever there's like a massive human rights violation. They're like genociding people. And even then it usually doesn't happen.
Yeah, even then.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's crazy. If you go on Kick, a highest streamer consistently is a guy that's playing slots. Yes. And that's what I think it is. The government's not going to get involved. Yes, the government's not going to get involved with this. I do not think so. It's like a 1% chance. Very low. Anyway.
Got other stuff to worry about. Like spy balloons and UFOs.
It's not about Kick making money. It's about Kick converting people to gamblers on Stake. That is the goal. So if you only think about is Kick making money or not, you're not seeing the bigger picture. The bigger picture is using Kick as an advertisement, as a pipeline into gambling and using Stake. That is what the goal is. Third generation Napster Pirate Bay and pirating everything. Now people are bitching about the new generation. I don't get it. Nobody cares about copyright. People just care about seeing someone they don't like go down or get fucked up. Nobody really gives a shit. What do you think? If people care about the copyright of the NFL Super Bowl? Nobody cares. Why does this matter? Who gives a fuck about this? No, people just don't like Adin or Kai. And so they just want to see them go down. They want to see them get fucked over. So they're like, oh, wow, this is copyright. Well, we can't have this. But meanwhile, they're pirating shows themselves. No, they don't really give a shit about it. Like, again, people, that, like, why do you ever try to find logic or, like, fucking consistency in what people want? People are not consistent.
No, they're
the only
not.
thing people are consistent in is working towards their own best interest.
100%.
And if you understand what their best interest is, they are never inconsistent.
100%.
That's all there is to it.
Real shit, bro. Real
yeah, the community
shit.
their foster is AIDS,
100%.
though. Oh, people say that about us. Yeah, I mean, I don't, that's, and again, your value judgment of the community, that's nice. Okay, but it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like, they're still going to go out and do their own thing.
100%.
I mean, this community doesn't spam swords and swastikas. There's just a bunch of edgy, stupid fucking kids.
There's edgy kids everywhere.
There's not really a lot to it. Edgy, stupid kids, a few unhinged racists, and that's it. Nobody cares about NFL copyrights? Yeah. 100%. I think that's true. I don't think anybody here that's upset that Adin Ross is streaming the Super Bowl, I don't think any of them actually care. I think they are just caring because they don't like him. Yeah, I actually don't think nobody gives a shit.
All right.
We're free to enjoy the misfortune of others, only natural human behavior.
Okay, so now he's just talking.
Just what I said.
All right, so yeah, I just wanted to check out the Twitch news. That was a dope video. Go ahead, link below, check out the rest. Yeah, I just wanted to see what the news was, hear Asmon's take on the news. Now he's just talking to his chat, and his chat says some weird stuff sometimes, so Yeah, that was dope. It was cool to watch. I might watch more. Who knows? But till I see you guys, bye.